It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and let's talk Eyre Peninsula Netball now. Joe Franklin is on the line, and I reckon this Joe Franklin might be a little bit more relaxed than might be normally the case this time of year. G'day, Joe. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks, Jason. Yeah, just a little bit more relaxed. Although, having said that, this week we have been flat-strapped trying to get sides away to country champs, and keeping up with everything that you need to keep up with. So,
yes.
but had, unfortunately not a senior side from us going, but we do have lots of sides going, and we do have senior sides going further up the coast, which is really good. So, everybody should be having a great weekend, I reckon.
I reckon so as well. Let's have a look back. Before we'll get to the country champs in a tick, but let's have a look back to last weekend, first of all, in Great Flinders Netball. And look, we've only got 2 games to speak of here because Ramblers forfeited to Tumby Bay. Now, I imagine this must have been COVID-related, surely.
Well, yeah, I think in COVID-related in more than one way, in the fact that it wasn't just one team, it was sort of like the whole club,
right,
so to speak. So I'm thinking that was, and working in Cummins and being at Cummins and knowing just how rampant it is up there at the moment, it actually doesn't surprise me.
Right, well, there you go.
Yeah, we're like with the school and staff at the moment. I think we've only got about 4 staff left that haven't had it now. So, yeah, it's certainly going through. Look, honestly, I'm not going to make judgment one way or the other, but, probably filling from the top and forfeiting at the bottom. But, it is obviously a decision that they made, and so be it.
That was my question I was going to ask. I found it strange that A reserves, B all played, but they forfeited the A grade. Now, I know in some competitions you just simply can't do that. You've got to fill from the top down. So, look, to be honest, I think it's probably a good thing in terms of competitiveness of the actual game that would have been played that they didn't do that. But whether or not that disadvantages, the teams lower down in the A reserves and the B grade and the B reserves, I don't know. It just was an observation that I made. It caught my interest. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. I think it caught most people's interest, and unfortunately, it had to happen, and it happened, and. But 2 other games did happen, Jace.
So they did. Let's talk about them.
So, we might do that, I reckon.
Let's start with Cummins Kapini Cougars, who, they had all they could handle against Eyre United in the end. This was a low-scoring game played in, shall we say, pretty average conditions, like most games were over the weekend. Cougars got there in the end, but only just.
Oh, look, only just. Look, and the weather was not ideal, but luckily enough for the A-grade game, the rain did hold off for the majority of it. So that was a good thing for those girls. But look, Eyre United, they took it right up to the ladder leaders. No question about that. They really fought hard for the whole game. Ruby Flavel ended up with the Eyre United incentive award, and Ruby Green got the Cummins Kapini. And I think that Cougars would be really thinking that they are going to have to watch out for this up-and-coming Eyre United side.
Take the points and move on, as did Elliston Districts in another low-scoring affair, this one at Elliston, and the Eagles got within 4 goals in a thriller.
They did. And look, Elliston, we've all been saying that they've been lucky enough to avoid the COVID, however, it hit them. They were missing a few. Nikki Schubert was missing their goalies, so they sort of had to bring a couple in, Emerson O'Brien, a young 18-year-old who is actually from Central Eyre, and Amy Lynch, a young 15-year-old that's coming up through their ranks, filled in for them. And Elsie Madden shot really, really well for United Jelena. Kelsey Hull and Leah Forrest went into defence with Kelsey for the game for Elliston Districts. And it was just a really hard slog that Elliston were able to come away with a 4-goal win.
Happy days for Elliston District. So just a quick check of the ladder there, and we'll come back to the country champs once we've had a look at Eastern Eyre. But Cummins Kapini Cougars on top, 6-0. Tumby Bay, 6-0. They haven't played yet. Elliston Districts, 5 wins, 2 losses, 3rd on the ladder. Lock, 3-3, rounding out the top 4. Then we go to United Jelena and Ramblers, who have 1 win each, and Eyre United yet to break their duck. So really from 4th to 7th. They're still in the hunt for that 4th spot, but we've got a breakaway of 2 divisions, so to speak, 1 to 3 and then 4 to 7 pretty much.
Yep, absolutely, Jay. So that's exactly what it is at the moment. And but having said that, I really don't think that there's a couple of sides just outside of that they'll want to watch out for, because if they actually start getting, a bit of consistency and, and they get through COVID and can put people combinations together, it could be a little bit more interesting than what we're thinking at the moment.
Yep. All right, let's have a look at Eastern Eyre netball results, round 7 from last weekend. And Cow took on Kimber. That's where we'll start. It was Kimber in the end too good, 59-32 in the A grade clash there.
Yeah, it was, and basically the centre court, the Kimber centre court, Saran Shippard just dominated through there. Unfortunately for Cow, they just didn't have anything that could keep her at bay, and Kimber were able to shoot a few more goals, but the weather really, really affected this game. It was really quite nasty weather and was not conducive to shooting goals. So, both sides struggled a little bit in the goal circle, but, in the end, Kimber just at their defence line, as well as way more experience than what the Cow goalers are. And, Cow have got still a bit of work to do there. They still got a little bit of COVID going through. And a little bit of girls are just really finding it hard to come through the other side of it, Jace. Like with their breathing and just getting match fit again after having it, I think is proving a bit of a problem for some of the girls. But Kimber just too strong there.
Yeah, Central United were too strong for my Ports girls as well. They beat them in the end by 18, but Ports put 40 up on the board. They would have been happy with that.
Yes, absolutely. Look, Chloe, very happy about the scoreline, not so happy about her own self. Lisa Burrows helped them out. Locke had the bye, so Lisa went and helped out, which was fantastic. And it was really good too, because it just gave their young goalie a little bit of confidence to be able to get out and have a crack and have a few shots at goals, knowing that the rebound would be pulled down. In the third quarter, Chloe actually put herself on to wing attack, and then there was a bit of a slip and a bit of a scream, and unfortunately Chloe did her ACL.
Oh, no.
So very disappointing. She's putting her heart and soul into this side as the coach, and to have that happen is pretty disappointing. And all our thoughts go out to her, and we hope that she has a bit of a speedy recovery. Unfortunately, after that sort of an injury on the court, it does affect the rest of the girls in the team, and Central United were able to run away with it in the end like you said, to run out 18 goals.
All right, well, that leads us to this weekend. And Joe, of course, Country Championships in Adelaide. Now, I believe you won't be heading over there. We'll keep everyone up to date with what's going on in the Country Champs via the podcast. Listen out for the podcast, and you can have a listen to the teams that will be heading away in Great Flinders and Eastern Eyre netball. For now, though, Joe, we will wrap it up and leave it there for the Flow Friday Night Sports Show. Enjoy your weekend putting your feet up.
I will, and you too. You enjoy it.